Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kaylee and today we are here on my brand new island, Mistletoe. This island will be a very blue and frosty themed winter and Christmas Citycore island, and today we'll be creating the entrance, and I do love how cozy this entrance turned out, so let's stop talking about it and just get right into the build. Okay, so as I do with most of my builds, we're going to start with laying down some of the pathing. Especially with doing a Citycore island, I feel like 75% of the island is covered in the road codes, and this island will be no different, so of course we need our fancy dancy little terraforming tools. But I am so excited to work on this island. When I initially created this entrance build, I was so inspired for the island that I actually made the whole build outside of resident services the same day. And I love when I get in the groove of designing and the builds are just flowing, and it's almost like I can't stop decorating because I'm just like so into the build. And that's how I felt with this build, which was really nice since recently I have been feeling a little bit burnt out on Animal Crossing. And I did talk about it on stream this weekend a little bit, but I was attempting to do a 30-day island with no Nintendo Online, and it really burnt me out on Animal Crossing for a little bit, and I was scared that I would need to take a break from Animal Crossing. That's how much this island was bothering me. I actually made it 7 days into the challenge and decided to scrap it because it was affecting my mood in real life so much. Just the amount of grinding it was taking to get like the bare minimum of items, and the decorating with barely any items was getting really frustrating for me, and it honestly just took the fun out of designing, which is the part I enjoy the most with Animal Crossing. So for my mental health and being able to keep putting out content, I decided to stop the island and start this one instead. And let me tell you, it was so nice being able to decorate with the items that I wanted and use custom codes that I didn't have to create. Although I was actually very impressed with the custom codes I did make for the 30-day island. It was a fall farmcore island, well, at least it was going to be a fall farmcore island, and I made a really nice dirt path and a few filler codes, and I think they turned out really nicely, but just getting to use the custom codes that I want has been super nice for this island. But yeah, I scrapped the island and started this island, and it was almost like I wasn't even burnt out at all, so that was like a giant relief for me. I also wanted to mention that I was super inspired for this island by a creator on Instagram named Yelly Cozy Games. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll leave all their information down in the description. But they have this Christmas island that is super red and just very elegant, and the pops of red are absolutely gorgeous on this island. So I wanted to do something a little bit similar in style for this island, but obviously I didn't want to copy this person because that's just not super fun for me. I like to make my islands a little bit more personal. So I decided to twist it a little bit and go with a very blue Christmas theme, and I feel like that's just a fun twist on Christmas in general because the traditional Christmas colors are obviously the red and green colors, but I also know that probably not everyone that watches my videos celebrate Christmas. So I think going with a less traditional Christmas color palette is really nice because this could also inspire you for just a blue winter themed island without the Christmas part, and I think the blue colors with the snow is just super pretty as well. I was also super excited to find that they have these little Santa hats, which I think are actually called the like terry cloth nightcap, but really they just look like Santa hats to me. But they come in 2 different blue colors, so it just felt so perfect, and my character I think just looks super cute in it. And I don't know if you can see that on the far right on the island, but over on the beach next to my house, I actually have the whole outfit and gifts for the dream address already. I already picked out the little outfit for you to wear when you come visit the island via dream address, which is kind of funny to me because I had picked out the outfit before I even started like designing the island at all. But usually picking out the gifts and everything is like the last thing I do when creating an island. So these gifts will just be chilling on the beach until I'm finished with the island. But I absolutely love the outfit I picked out for you. So hopefully when you come visit the island, you'll get dressed and be super cute for the island. Oh, and before I get too far into the video, I know some of you like to see the map of the island when we are decorating. So this is the map that we chose, and we are decorating right outside of the airport. And you can also see I already picked out all the villagers for the island and loaded them onto the island, and of course they are all super cute blue villagers. So we have Whitney, Blue Bear, Hans, Sky, Sprinkle, Filbert, Pate, who is just so cute, and I'm so happy I can finally have her on one of my islands, And then we also have Sherb, Ione, and Pierce, who is also a really cute villager that I've always wanted, so I'm so happy with this lineup. They're all so adorable. But I also wanted to mention that I will be speedrunning Happy Home Paradise on this island, so we will be at least changing the exterior of the houses, because some of them are super bright light blue, and that's just not the vibe that I want for this island. You'll see it in a little bit, but we are using Whitney's house in the entrance, and hers is one of those houses that are super bright blue, so that will definitely be changing at some point. And if we have time left before Christmas, I want this island to be out before Christmas, so if we have time before then and I have enough motivation, we might be doing some of the interiors. But by the end of the island, I usually feel pretty worn out on the island, and I don't know if I'll have the steam for the interiors, so don't put too much hope in me doing the interiors, but it's always a possibility. But I know I was just talking about getting burnt out on Animal Crossing because of a challenge, but I also think I'm going to do a little bit of a different challenge, and I think this one is a little bit more up my alley, so I'm excited for it. And it's inspired by the 14-day challenge that Sparksby did last year for her Fall Farmcore Island, Hokkaido I think it was called. And I was actually going to do this originally because it seems more fun to me, but I felt like I was just chickening out of the 30-day challenge, and I just sucked it up and did the 30-day one. And now looking back on it, I should have just done the 14-day challenge from the beginning, but you live and you learn. Just trust your instincts. You don't always have to go outside of your comfort zone. Since this challenge, the 14-day one, will already be out of my comfort zone, so pushing it to no Nintendo Online is just really pushing it. But basically the challenge is to complete a totally decorated island in just 14 days. But unlike the 30-day challenge, you can actually use Nintendo Online. So for example, Sparksby used treasure islands and custom designs from the portal. The main challenge is just the time restrictions. So I think I will be more I'll enjoy this challenge more because I'll be able to use all the items I want, and I think it'll just be more fun for me. And like I said, I don't have to create my custom codes, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit faster on decorating, so I think it will be fun to push myself for just 14 in real life days. And I actually have a whole theme planned for it, which I won't be disclosing till the start of the island. I have to keep some things a surprise on this channel because I feel like I blur out everything I'm thinking about all the time. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, but it will most likely be out in December since I do want to focus on this island, and I actually have 3 islands going on right now, so I don't want to overdo it and burn myself out on trying to do 4 islands at one time. Because right now I have this island, which like I said is the blue themed Christmas Citycore island, and then we have a stream island, which we just started a little bit ago, and that one is going to be an Alaska themed island because I just went on vacation to Alaska and I felt super inspired to make an island based off of it. And then I also just started a member only island, which they all voted for medieval themed island. So the first video for the island just came out on Sunday actually. And I have so many fun ideas for the island, so I feel super inspired for all 3 of these islands. So I think I want to wait a little bit for the 14-day island, just for a little bit to focus on these 3 for the time being. And then I already announced it today, but I will be starting a tips and tricks series for Animal Crossing, and the first video in that series is planned to come out on Thursday this week. And I'm excited to make a little bit of a different type of Animal Crossing video. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it is nice to grow, you know. You have to push yourself sometimes, not for a 30-day island, but for other things, you know. It's okay to go outside of your comfort zone as long as you're not stressing yourself out. Also, I know we are working on a Christmas island in this video, but who is excited for Halloween and the fall season in general? I've mentioned it in my videos before, but I live in Florida, so the fall weather isn't exactly super cool, but there have been a few days here where it's been in the 70s, which is pretty nice compared to the 90s and above that we get in summer. But Halloween is so close, and I'm super excited to hand out candy this year. Last year I was on our honeymoon during Halloween, so it felt weird to miss out on celebrating it. And then the year before that we were actually at my in-laws' house, so at my house we just put out a bowl of candy, which by the way, someone stole the whole bowl of candy. And I don't mean they just stole the candy inside the bowl, but they literally stole the whole bowl, like the whole bowl in candy. So whoever did that, I'm still mad at you. and it was one of our nice mixing bowls, so I'm still very annoyed. But this year I'll actually be handing out candy and I will be in costume. But we were actually at the end of the video, so let's go ahead and take a look at the final build. But that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure to give the video a like, comment, and to subscribe to the channel. And if you watched to the end of the video, let me know down in the comments if you plan on doing a Christmas or winter themed island this year. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye friends!